For the first time in NHL history, the Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sports Talk with Will. Yes, that is right. The Florida Panthers are the 2024 Stanley Cup champions as they defeat the Edmonton Oilers 2-1 tonight and win the series in 7 games. The Florida Panthers have won their first Stanley Cup in franchise history. After this being their third attempt at it, they finally have won the Stanley Cup. This was not a surprise that Florida was going to be back here. They looked loaded this season. They were dominant. They killed it. They looked like they could get back to the Stanley Cup, and they looked like they could win it. And look at them. They've won the Stanley Cup. They took down, let's see, who did they beat in the first round? Who did they beat in the first round? I forgot. Not the Bruins they beat in the second round. Who did they beat in the first round? I actually don't remember. I just know they beat the Bruins in round 2. Then they beat the Rangers in the conference finals, unfortunately. And now they beat the Edmonton Oilers in 7 games to win the Stanley Cup. So this was either going to be Edmonton, or it was either going to be a Canadian team wins the Stanley Cup for the first time since 1993, I believe it is. Yeah, it hasn't happened in 31 years. The last Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup was the 1993 Montreal Canadiens. The last Canadian team to make it to the Stanley Cup before this year was the 2020 Montreal Canadiens. So, yeah, I mean, we don't know when Canada's going to win another Stanley Cup, but I was rooting for Florida in this series, and I wanted them to win the Stanley Cup, and they did it. Congratulations to the Florida Panthers. You have won the Stanley Cup for the first time in your franchise history. First time in franchise history. Isn't that awesome? That must feel great. Congratulations. Y'all deserved it. After all the crap you have gone through over the years, you guys were a mess many years ago. You guys were a mess. Your arena had no attendance at all. Your ownership was garbage. Nothing was going well. You guys were the worst team in the NHL, along with the Coyotes, who are now a defunct NHL franchise. Yeah, it's amazing how it's amazing the rise of the Florida Panthers. They have been just an absolute laughingstock for years. Yeah, occasionally they made the playoffs, but other than that, they were a laughingstock. They were a mess. Their ownership was bad. They just weren't a good team at all. Nobody wanted to come to their games. Their arena was pretty much empty. The only time it ever got filled up was by maybe some opposing teams' fan base, like Rangers fans. They always, Rangers fans, when the Rangers play the Panthers, they like to fill up that arena, and they do that. But what I'm saying is then the Panthers started making big moves. They started winning games. The fans started showing up. They started selling out games. They got better and better, and it just got better and better for them. And what has it led them to? It has led them to a Stanley Cup championship, their first in franchise history. Congratulations to the Florida Panthers on winning the 2024 Stanley Cup. The Florida Panthers have won the 2024 Stanley Cup, winning the series 4-3 over the Edmonton Oilers and winning Game 7 2-1 tonight in Sunrise. I will see you guys later. And again, congratulations to the Panthers, and to the Oilers. You guys played your butts off. All respect to you guys. But here's the thing, Oilers. You gotta win a Stanley Cup with this core. With McDavid and Draisaitl, you don't know how much longer you're gonna have them. Hopefully this isn't the Oilers' only chance. Hopefully for Oilers fans, hopefully this isn't their only chance at winning this only chance to win the Stanley Cup. I would hope. Hopefully I'm thinking in Oilers fans' minds right now. Hopefully this isn't their only chance. Hopefully they have more chances for their sake. But yeah, again, congratulations to the Florida Panthers. You have won the 2024 Stanley Cup. I'll see you guys later.